everyone, Double J 101 back again with another video, and we are continuing our Legacy Evolution timeline here. We have Voyager class Twincast here, who is technically just a repaint, a little bit of a very minuscule amount of retooling of Kingdom Blaster, and you'll see that here in a minute. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the figure here. So as you can see, we have different color scheme throughout this guy compared to Blaster. Really the whole figure itself is pretty much exactly the same. The only difference, and I'll show that even closer here in a second, which is just the head sculpt. The head sculpt's just a tiny bit different. This guy has a grinning face, while Blaster just has a nice stoic face. Really inside the figure here, overall, just it's exactly the same. Now it's really stiff, so the joints are nice and tight for my guy. I feel like the Blaster was about the same, and again, I'll pull him out here in a second, but it's the same exact articulation. Let me get this gun out of here. The exact articulation that Blaster had. If you move this out of the way, you can go all the way up with the back leg there, go forward, nice ankle rotation all the way out. Hands and arms all move the exact same way. We got twist in there, we got bicep swivel. Hands, they do not rotate, which is unfortunate, but it's just part of this piece right here. It's just one whole piece, so it's nothing too crazy there. The paint, there's a little bit of paint here. We got some red there, some red on is there any other red? No, just the red right here on the thighs here. We have some yellow paint there on the translucent plastic for the chest, and we have some blue metallic paint here in the shoulders. Otherwise, not much. I mean, there's a little bit of black paint here and there, but that's really about it for the paint. Now, accessory-wise for this guy, not any different from Blaster. He includes his black rifle, which is just a black plastic rifle, no paint whatsoever on this guy. And he does include his tape companion, which, if I remember right, totally not looking this up, it's Rewind, I believe. Yeah, Twincast has Rewind, Blaster has Eject, so bring him out. It's that translucent plastic. There's no different. You know what, let me bring Blaster in here. You can see how these two look next to each other. But Rewind, Eject, they're both the same type of paint, same plastic, except just different color. Transformation for this guy, it's just about the same as the other one. You just bring his leg down, like so, on both sides. Bring his hands out, like so. And then rotate his head up and twist it. So the only difference might be just the paint here on the head. So let me pull this one out here. Turn that around. You'll see the head sculpts are exactly the same. It's just little blue and red paint there for the eyes and the mouth, while blue eyes and orange for the mouth over here. So really no other difference. If I get a closer look at these two guys as we move those tapes aside, get them nice and close here, you can see the head sculpt difference, and that's really about it. We got the grinny face here, we have the stoic face there. But really, I mean, that's about it. I mean, there's no other difference between the two. It's just pretty much a straight up repaint. And yeah, I mean, it's a great figure. I'm not complaining. It's just, you can't expect too much more between the two. And for a quick size comparison, let's go ahead. We'll bring in Soundwave here, right about there, to see how they look next to each other. We'll bring in Kingdom Galvatron to see the size there, and you know, just my standard guys. We'll bring in Needle Nose too. Get a good size comparison, like so. Yeah, fits in pretty well. So I'm sure everybody has seen the transformation already for Kingdom Blaster, but I'll go ahead and I never made a video on it, so why not make a video of this guy? So on to the transformation. First and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and swap these around, get this ready on the bottom, kick the feet up, and then we'll go to the top here. To the top, we're going to rotate the hands around, and we're going to rotate this upwards, like so. Twist that around, and we'll just set that aside. Same for the other side here. bring the hand up, rotate this around, bring it up, and get it ready for the next step. Back here to the back, for the backpack, just crack this open, put his head, tuck it away, and then we'll just bring the arms back down a little bit at a nice angle. This part you're going to rotate around. You're going to bring this piece up just a little bit. Down here for the legs, open up this back right here, bring this panel out, and then we're going to move this around. So this is going to go up, this rotates up. You'll see a slot there on the hand, and you'll see this hardy peg right here, which is going to go right into it. So if you get it lined up, it's a little interesting to get it lined up, but as soon as you do, you'll feel that peg in nicely. And once it does peg in, it'll sit kind of flush there. And then this part will then rotate right over it and get lined up nicely. Same on this side, we'll go ahead and bring this panel out and this one up. Rotate this around. We're going to get this lined up where that slot right there again, the peg. You'll know exactly when it's lined up correctly. Just got to maneuver it a little bit. There we go. Get that all set up. Rotate this up, which will then move its way in. Sometimes that'll get in the way, you just got to move it. But get it lined up nicely, like so. This panel will then come down, peg into the legs, like so. A lot of like so's today. In a like so mode. Get that nice pegged up. We're going to take the handle, rotate this up on both sides in the back, turn this around, and then you got the slot there, the peg there. You're just going to line it up. And there you go. There's Twincast in his boombox mode. And as for a boombox, he is definitely a boombox. You can go ahead and open this cartridge up just like before. Put your tape in. If you get it lined up correctly, put it in, close it up, and listen to some sweet tunes from the 80s, 90s, or whatever you want to call it. And it's exactly the same as Blaster. Actually, let me get this piece up and transfer. I mean, it's exactly the same as Blaster. You bring this out, set them right next to each other. No real difference, just some color differences. They look pretty good though. Two different boom boxes, exact same character really. I mean, he dies in Headmaster, and then they bring him exactly back the same way, and yeah, it is what it is. And if you move him out of the way, we can bring in Soundwave. We don't have a Sound Blaster in this form yet, so there's no good comparison for one-to-one exactly the how they are both reformatted in that show. So this is the best you're gonna get when you look at these two. But overall, pretty good. But yeah, that's about it for this review. I am actually thinking about trying something new, and I wanted to see if anybody who listens this far, what they think. So there's a ton of people out there who do these type of reviews. I'm not new at this. I'm not creating something new out here. This is pretty repetitive. If you watch somebody review it, you're just gonna get someone's real opinion. That's about it from this. So something I'm thinking about is if I were to just give you a nice overview of the figure, give you the view, the look at the figure in robot mode and alt mode, maybe articulation, stuff like that. Just the main focus of what you do besides the transformation in one video, and then in another video just do a full instruction video for transformation from robot to alt mode, or alt mode or alt mode to back to robot mode. Just separate the two, so if people are just watching this to see a transformation video, then maybe they can just watch it that way, and then they don't have to watch the actual review part. They want to hear my opinion, they can watch the review part. They can watch them both. I don't care. You can, if you want to watch either side, you can, both, one, the other, or don't watch it all. It's however you want to do it. I would like to know in the comments below. You can go ahead and write it if you feel like it. If you would like to see that, if you'd like to see them separated, so you don't have to listen to me ramble on, or if you would like to listen to me ramble on and not watch a transformation that could take a couple minutes to 15 minutes, depending on what type of figure it is. Again, let me know in the comments below. I'm just trying to make myself a little different compared to everybody else. And just, I don't know, like I said, be a little different. But again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like below. Sub if you want to sub. Comment if you want to comment. Look forward to hearing from you. I'll write back if we have a good conversation starter. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.